Skip Bayless here with ESPN and with our Super Bowl 44 wrap-up. My guest at this time, MV please, Peyton Manning. Peyton, how you doing today? All right. Peyton, what's your opinion on what happened today?
I mean, we lost the football game. None of my fault, of course. I mean, first, the offensive line was horrible for the day. I mean, they couldn't block anything. I was getting drilled. I think I got sacked 35 times. We couldn't run the ball because of them. Oh, and then don't wait. The special teams, fully expecting an onside kick after half, still unable to recover it. I'll never figure that one out. And then you just go on with the coaching. Ridiculous coaching decisions made in that ball game. And my receivers just can't catch. I mean, I'm hitting them all day, wide open, and they just refuse to catch the football.
So it had nothing to do with that pick six you threw in the fourth quarter?
Absolutely not. I mean, for one, the game was already over. We were down 7, I'm not Tom Brady. You can't expect me just to come back with a big comeback like that. For one, once again, it's the offensive line's fault. Technically, on that play, they should have let some more guys rush after me because I needed to roll out and I'd have hit that play beautiful. But once again, obviously blocking when they shouldn't, not blocking when they should. So, and I mean, Dallas Clark for one. I mean, just a horrible play there. He was run off some dumb route. So then I had to go to Reggie Wayne. And we all know Reggie Wayne, one of the worst receivers in the league, can't catch nothing I'm going to throw to him. And this Tracy Porter was almost 30 yards away from the ball, and I've never seen anybody run that fast and just take it. You know what I mean? And after it got picked off, I knew we were done. And I'm not even going to go attempt. I mean, I took a little jog to make it look like I was going to make a stop, but we all know me tackling. I'm no Ben Roethlisberger here, so.
Do you think your guys' poor play, according to you, in the Super Bowl had anything to do with sitting your starters in the regular season?
Absolutely not. It was actually my idea to sit the starters. I think obviously we should have sat a couple more games there because they all look pretty tired out there, I can tell you that. We needed a couple more games to start. I mean, I know the coaching staff took most of the blame for the sitting of the starters. Actually, it was all my idea because I knew how horrible these guys were and they needed rest, and they obviously needed a lot more rest.
Let's talk about your antics after the game. After the game was over, you just walked off the field. You didn't congratulate anybody. You just kind of went in the locker room to hide and cry. How do you comment on that?
I mean, the game's over. There was 30 million people. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to go do it. But, and deep down, I look over at somebody like Tom Brady. Granted, he did go and shake my brother's hand after the game when my brother won, but he's nothing. And I look at what Bill Belichick has done. He's coached 3 championships, and Tom Brady's just so clutch in the playoffs. And I thought, well, why don't I be more like Bill Belichick? I mean, what's the reason to walk across, give a handshake? I mean, there's nothing you gain from it. Why show respect to somebody that got lucky because your team is horrible and beat you?
Okay, even though you say the pick wasn't your fault, I think it was. America thinks it.
How could it be my fault?
You threw the ball.
No, this is ridiculous. There's no way it was my fault.
And I'm starting to
I'm Peyton Manning!
What's that do? Who? How many rings?
Next question.
3-1. Tom Brady's got 3.
Next question.
Okay, along the same lines, how do you respond to everyone talking about you being a choker now? Well, not now. You've been a choker throughout your career. It's just how do you respond because these talks are coming up again.
Choker? I've never choked in one game in my life.
Really? Let's talk about January 16th, 2000. Playoff game versus Baltimore, where you had a passer rating of 62.3. What do you call that?
Receivers can't catch, offensive line can't block. What do you want?
Okay. What about in January 18th of 04, the AFC Championship game versus the New England Patriots, Tom Brady and Bill Belichick's team, where you had a 35.5 passer rating, 4 picks to just 1 touchdown. How do you respond to that? I mean, you threw 4 picks, so you choked?
For one, I hate Ty Law. He just got lucky, ate way too many Wheaties before the game, and was just in keen shape. But, I mean, once again, receivers didn't run the right route, offensive line didn't block, I was getting hit all day. I mean, it's the same common denominator. I'm on horrible football teams, and I keep taking them to the playoffs, and it's
losing?
I didn't lose. My team lost. But,
Okay.
you know, whatever.
I will give you a little credit. You did beat Rex Grossman and the Chicago Bears in the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, I deserve a ton of credit. Rex Grossman's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game.
Greatest quarter. Where's he playing at now?
He retired.
He retired.
You know.
So that's what the backup starting job at Houston is now? It's a retirement job?
What happened after he won, he won the AFC Championship
NFC,
game.
Dumbass.
NFC, my bad. Championship game. He felt like it was all he needed to do in his career, and he got to the Super Bowl, played his heart out. One of the best games I've ever seen played by a quarterback, and I was just able to outdo him. I mean, our running backs rushed for like nothing during the Super Bowl. I threw, 4, 5, 6 touchdowns? And I won the championship single-handedly. I mean, I probably could have lobbed the ball up, ran down, caught it myself.
Why don't you do that more often then?
I got to make some of the guys feel good or they won't come back to play next year. So I throw a couple to Marvin Harrison, who he's a murderer anyway. So, I mean, all I can say is I beat down a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Wow. A Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yes.
Wow.
Guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer.
So if you and Rex Grossman retire at the same time, he gets in before you?
Well, he put up excellent stats and stuff, but what they're going to do, they're going to give me the edge just because I was able to beat him on the biggest game.
And because of your daddy?
What's that supposed to mean?
You know exactly what it means. The only reason you're in the NFL and playing like you are is because your daddy is a poster boy for the NFL, and you just took over for that. I mean, the NFL...
Well, who else would be the poster boy?
Well, let's talk about the person that actually deserves it, like a Drew Brees or a Tom Brady that actually wins the big games.
Next question.
Well, you know what? I'm done with this. You're being hostile, and you're not accepting the fact that I'm Skip Bayless and I'm right.
I'm Peyton Manning!
What's that got to do?
Well, I can take this football. You want to see me thread something?
Yeah, thread something.
Thread something?
Yeah. Here. Why don't you hit this table? I don't even think you can hit this table. Right. There you go, Peyton. Get off my set.
Bullshit.
You're just going to tear up my set? How dare you?